Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, in this video, I'm going to share with you a controversial advertisement that was placed in Dubai, okay, where this company, real estate company, they asked for females to apply for the position, and their job was to hunt for men using dating apps or leveraging through dating apps, and to entice them to shell out money through their charm. So I'll give you my thoughts on this, okay? And let me know what do you think in the comment section below. All right, a quick introduction. Name is Loy Machedo, personal branding strategist. I help people get well-paying jobs in Dubai, UAE, and also Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman. People book my services for coaching, consulting when they have personal or professional issues, problems, whatever. Okay, so actually, I was aware of this. I was aware of this a couple of days ago when an Emirati sent me this. Okay, he sent me this around, I think, 3 to 4 days ago. At first, I thought it was a fake ad. I really didn't take it seriously. I didn't know whether it was true or false because, you know, what happens is sometimes you tend to get a lot of fake news. So I did take the screenshot, but I didn't take it seriously, and then I totally forgot about it. So my apologies to the Emirati guy who trusted me and sent me this. So saying sorry, you know. So, okay. So the ad, what it stated is, I'll read out, I'll share with you a screenshot, and this is what it says. They're looking for experience from 0 to 1 year. So a company based in Dubai, they'll pay you like 4,000 to 5,000, but they'll give you commission as well. Very attractive commission. So what do they want? So your role and responsibility, strategically leverage dating apps. So you have to target dating apps and connect with potential real estate clients. So in other words, what they're trying to say is go to these apps where there are sexually frustrated men, where men are looking for women, where men are dying and desperate for a female companionship. So you go there and entice these men to like you. And once they become weak and they are vulnerable, make them spend money on, you know, sales, getting sales. And by the way, this is not new. I will give you the name of a no, I can't give you the name, but I'll tell you an actual fact of this practice that is actually done by a couple of multinational companies. Just let me finish this. I'll tell you later on. Okay. Then initiate and maintain engaging conversation to establish rapport and comprehend client needs and preferences. In other words, just entice him, make him your simp, make him your bitch. Okay. Employ ethical and creative approaches. What rubbish. This itself is not ethical. So employ ethical and creative approaches to introduce our company services within the dating app community. So what? You're going to say, hi, baby, how are you? So is this ethical? What? See, what happens is once a man is crazy about a female, it's like Andrew Tate's approach. Actually, what they're trying to do is use the Andrew Tate approach, where they're trying to make men who are simps weak and desperate for their attention and affection and whatever, and through that, shell out money. Obviously, one thing I can tell you is, a guy who's desperate for women would not have the budget to, invest in real estate, unless he's talking about renting an apartment, small apartment. Because people who have money tend to get women. That is a given, at least in a place like Dubai. Okay. So drive lead generation efforts to nurturing relationship, breastfeed or what, and convert prospects into qualified leads. Collaborate closely with the marketing team to align messaging and optimize outreach strategies. I think they were planned to have templates where they wanted to make these men even more weak. Stay up to date on the latest trends and best practices using dating apps. What are the best practices for dating apps? Show a little bit of bobs and vagin. Okay, show your, if you check Instagram nowadays, you'll see females showing, literally, I'm not in exaggerating. I've shared these videos in my WhatsApp group where they actually pull down their trousers and they're actually showing a bare buttock. I don't know. It has now become okay by Instagram, by Meta's new rules. They can even show, if you're breastfeeding a baby, you can even show your breast and the nipple. And most of the women, they are so disgusting because they're showing their baby and their breast, and you can make out you're not doing this out of like motherhood or love for your children. You're doing it for attention, and it is so dirty. Some of, like, they're going in a supermarket and they're just popping out their breast. What are you doing? And these are things that's supposed to be private. Anyway, regularly analyze and report lead generation metrics and active. Okay, all that bullshit. Okay. Desired candidate profile, Bachelor of Science. What does it matter? What are you a Bachelor of? Nationality, any nationality. Yeah, the more you'll flaunt your bobs and vagine, then they wouldn't mind. Okay. Person experience utilizing dating apps personally and professionally. Okay. So this was actually, it was actually sent to me by this Emirati guy, and he's a very educated guy, very smart, intelligent. Even though he doesn't agree with all my points, he still shares with me from time to time questions and, the viral stuff that is happening in the Reddit community. So now apparently it seems that this has faced backlash because, and Naukri.gulf, out of all the people, I never thought Naukri.gulf would be, would have a bunch of idiots who would actually do something like this. So it seems that, okay, they faced the backlash and they decided to pull down the ad. Now, is this shocking? Let me tell you, it is not at all shocking because it happens extensively. In fact, given the fact that I am personally in touch with the employers, decision makers, HR people from time to time. Like, for example, a luxury brand. I know I can't take the name of this, but my close friend who's working for this luxury brand has explicitly told me that they were looking for women from Russia, Ukraine, and all those Eastern Bloc, because now they were coming for cheaper during the war. And they wanted the more attractive, the more beautiful, the more presentable, they would automatically get a job. And why was I aware of this? Because the candidates who are qualified, seriously, the candidates who are qualified, mostly Indians, but they didn't look, obviously, he's a guy, he's not a girl. So they preferred the females rather than the qualified candidate. And also because some of them were asking for lower salaries. But here's the thing that baffled me the most. If, let's say, for example, this guy is asking around, say, 10,000 dirhams, example, 10,000 dirhams. And this female is asking like, say 15, okay? Now, they would actually negotiate and try to bring it down to the same budget that this guy was asking for. In fact, in some cases where they were asking for lower, they even increase the salary and give them more. Now, you'll wonder, who's stupid enough to do that? The reason being is, they knew for a fact, this HR, that if they would agree on giving them lower, then obviously after some time they would find out where they're paying higher and they would leave and go. So rather than that, they would increase the salary, keep them so happy that they would want to work. And commissions were one of the key driving forces, so that they would really be incentivized to meet clients, like not wait, but go ahead and meet. In fact, if you see in many of the shopping malls, you'll see ladies standing outside with the menu and they'll be smiling. You really feel sorry for them because they're standing out there, their legs are aching, they're just tired. But the management makes them stand outside the restaurant with the menu and entice with their smile or their charm or whatever. It's really sad. Okay, now comes a controversial company. I can't tell you the name of the company, but it's a very big brand. These are two of the biggest brands in this industry. Okay, if I were to even say what is the industry, you'll automatically get their names. It is because they are very prominent in Dubai. Now, when I was working for this company that was indirectly related to these two companies, okay, we were kind of their vendors, okay, and we were using their products when I was in this company. At the conference, they would have conferences, they would have seminars. Those days, we are talking of 25 years ago. So at these conferences, at these events, company A and company B both would get their executives, new executives from Turkey, from Russia. That time Ukraine was not very much on the map, but it was Russia, Turkey, Tunisia. And these females were not at all technical, but they were more like what were they called? Relationship executives or something like that. Relationship. Yeah, it sounds nice. But man, I went for one of these events. They have their PowerPoint presentations where the technical guy, Indians are always technical. They're very good at technical. So the Indian guy would do a presentation with a suit, or they would get a Brit, very good at presentations with an accent, but they may not be technical. But these females were there to welcome the managers, and during the meet and greet, and during after the PowerPoint presentation, they would have a couple of drinks and buffet and all that. And it was so evident. Like, for example, a big guy, let's say, for example, he is a decision maker of this company. He would sit there, and a girl was dedicated and selected to target this guy. She would sit there and she would laugh at his jokes. Oh, and you could make out the proximity. Like, normally you keep a distance. No, this girl will be little bit close. So out of curiosity, what I did is I acted as if I dropped a pen. I bent down, and I was trying to see their legs. Oh, in some cases the legs were even little touching, not too much. I was like, okay, interesting. Now, I thought this was the maximum they would go. But later on, when I found out, it seems that these companies were actually booking holidays for their, clients. Holidays is supposed to be like, thank you for the business and all that. But apart from the holidays, these females were also sent along with these VIPs, with these clients, for the holiday, representing the company, just to be as a guide and host. And I'm pretty sure you know what happens next. Okay? Everything was hush hush. It didn't mean that they were going together. They were individually going separate. And I'll tell you, that is how they targeted the business. And this was going on for quite some time. And the thing is, the company that I worked for, the owner of the company he didn't mind giving a little bit of payment just to get projects, commission as they call it, under the table, whatever. But he didn't want to get into this pimping bit of it. But the point of what I'm trying to tell you is, okay, this company was stupid, really stupid, to put an ad explicitly. But almost every company in Dubai who is looking at sales, which is targeting men, they will always have females to entice. What? Simple. You see Japanese cars, or you see a car show. Simple. Just think, a car show. Who do you think is posing next to the car? Do you think it's a guy standing with a price tag? No, it is these pretty looking girls, really sexy looking. Some of them skimpily dressed, depends on where it is, if it's Las Vegas or Dubai. But very attractive girls standing there, and these old executives and these slightly old guys, they feel so happy when they see this girl. In fact, I've given you the example where my client, who is a C-level executive, C-level, but she's very attractive. She was standing there, and these guys thought this was another female who they could talk to. Some of our Indians who came down from India, executives, they are supposed to be investors. One is they had that smell and that stink, which is like, I'll tell you, just land at Mumbai airport and let the aircraft door open. You'll feel like someone farted or opened the bathroom, this thing. Don't take my word on it. Go from whichever country to Mumbai airport, land. When the door opens, you will get that smell. Okay. So these guys, smelly underarms, maybe they are not used to accustomed to the heat or the climate, and they are not aware of the fact that they have this musky, pungent, horrific body odor. They would approach this female and she would be, oh my goodness. And what was even worse is some of the guys even had an erection. Seriously. I know this female for years and years. I know for a fact she would not bullshit with me. She, I think, told me about two guys who literally, they had an erection. They are not even aware of it. And some others, they were like, they, nothing to do with the company, nothing to do with the products and services. What is this? What is this? What are you doing? And they wanted to talk to her. And finally, she got so fed up. What she decided was every time she would see any of these guys come, she would send one of her male colleagues to talk to them. And these guys would be trying to figure out how could they go and talk to her. And I think the most despicable part, which I've shared with you, I've shared this video before, is when they would take their smartphone, iPhone or whatever, Samsung, and she's standing there and they would act like they're doing a selfie, but they would try to get her in the picture. Or even more worse is when you have your phone and you're trying to take the video and it's so evident. Suppose the female is standing here, they would like, oh, no, no, no. And then they would come like this and no manners, yeah. Absolutely no manners. So what I'm trying to say is it's not just, there is a reason why companies use this approach because the men in the Middle East, especially in these countries like Saudi, even Dubai, they're just sex starved. They're just sex starved. They're just desperate and they're looking for a way to vent it out. Okay. I think I'll make a separate video on some of these hosts. They call them what? The hosts for the party. Hosts for the party or models. They call them the environment models or some term is there. They pay these females to drink and enjoy and have fun, but look sexy and attractive and interact with the guests. And then obviously, if you want to take it further, that's up to you. Then you get paid more. So all these take place in Dubai. And I'll tell you, all these female empowerment movements and conferences, and it's all bull. It's all crap. All you got to do is just Google search. If you want to use a VPN, Google search females in Dubai or female massage parlors in Dubai or female dating or escorts of Dubai or something. I'll challenge you. You will get enough and more with UAE numbers. Itisalat or do. They'll have the SIM cards and they'll be offering you a menu of services. So all this goes on. So don't act like, this is rubbish. You have to respect both men and women. Nobody's a saint. Anyway, I wanted to share this with you because, I just feel that there's too much of whitewash happening. And this company is stupid to actually put it in the mainstream because people will talk about. But I can tell you this much. All this happens. In fact, if you go to any pub or bar after, let's say, 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock, whatever, majority of the females are there for providing services for a fee, for money. Okay. And some of the buildings are dedicated to having prostitutes stay there only. Anyway, this is nothing new. If you are in Dubai for a number of years like I was, you know what I'm saying is true. This is nothing new. Anyway, but I guess it's becoming more mainstream. Especially when they put these ads that looking for a female executive, no experience required. And sometimes they'll put 1 to 2 years experience for a female. What are you trying to do? Why do you think in so many exhibitions, conferences, events, they always have these pretty females? Why? Because men, when they see females, very happy. But for men, it's not 1 to 2 years experience. It's 5 to 10 years experience, even for a junior level sometimes. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know in the comments section below. I'd love to read what you have to say. And yeah, thank you to the Emirati guy who sent me this. I should have posted this before. Anyway, better late than never. All right. You guys take care. This is me signing off.